You are watching the Sunday motivational video. 15 ways teenagers can make money. Welcome to Alux.com, the place where future billionaires come to get inspired. If you're not subscribed yet, you're missing out. Hello Aluxers, it's great to have you back for this exciting Sunday motivational video, especially since some of you have requested this video for months now, and we finally caved in and decided to give it a go. When you're young, you're hungry for everything, for money, for respect, for experiences. But we're going to be completely honest with you in the same way you've learned to love about us. Teenagers are pretty much useless. Bear with us now. We know this because we were teenagers, and we were overwhelmed by a sense of arrogance, of all-knowingness, or at least we felt the world didn't give us enough credit that we deserve, because obviously we were destined for greatness. A few years later, we finally understood why that was. Teenagers have desires, but lack the valuable skills. If you're a teenager, you're probably impatient. You lack discipline and lack what at some point you'll see as the big picture. And that's okay. You've just started playing this game. You're barely at level 13 to 19, and it'll take a couple of more years until you get the really good gear and take on incredible quests. This time is for you to figure out as much about yourself as possible, and we cannot stress this enough. Everything else will follow on the backbone of this. Now, we know you're looking to bring in some cash this summer or even start a side business, so we put together our best options for you. Keep an open mind and never, we repeat never, think a job is beneath you. That is a sign of a weak person. With that said, let's do this. Number 1. Get a part-time job. Shocking, isn't it? You want money? Work. This is not going to be one of those videos where we lie about secret hacks on how to bring in at least $2,000 per day from the comfort of your home starting tomorrow. No, we're going to keep it real with you. Jobs are super valuable, even the miserable ones. Why? Because they teach you what you never want to do in life. The misery builds you up internally. Everyone should work at least one job in retail or housekeeping in their lives, so they appreciate it even when they don't have to. Those of you who are a little brighter might go for a job where you get to build the skills that are important to you in the future. Anything that will teach you how to sell, how to talk to people, and just be a bit more organized is worth it. If you're just after some quick cash, here are your best options. Everything that has to do with rich people. Figure out where they hang out and get a job there. Golf or country clubs, resorts, etc. Not only do they tip well, but you get to be around the type of people you want to become someday. So beyond the money, you get real-life education. If you're serious about this, go to the businesses in your neighborhood and ask them if they need help for the summer and that you are willing to learn. Number 2. Copywriting. We live in the golden age of content. If you're passionate about writing, this could be the perfect match for you. Blogs need articles. Ads need the magic words. Businesses need their websites filled, about pages, product descriptions, etc. Even we here at Alux are constantly looking for talented writers with a particular expertise on luxury and fine living to add them to our team. What most young people lack is the determination to study and learn on their own. Follow us on Instagram at Alux and drop us a message. Tell us a little about yourself, about your passions and interests, and who knows, maybe we'll give you a shot. Number 3. Buy and resell. This is one of our favorite things in the world. People who can pull this off are real entrepreneurs, and they've got that hustle gene that most gurus always talk about. But why do we like it so much? Basically, you learn how to see value where others don't, and this skill alone can make you rich in life. Couple it with dedication, discipline, and a continuous study of the industry, and you can build something real. Sophia Amoruso started Nasty Gal immediately after college. She bought vintage clothes and resold them on eBay. Things went well. She began a simple online shop like the one you can start as well by going to alux.com/sell and signing up. Because we're with Shopify, you get to play around with the store for 14 days, more than enough to get your first sale. At one point, she was worth $280 million before selling her company. Another great example we love is Benjamin Kicks, who at only 16 years old became a millionaire from hooking up celebrities with rare sneakers. He kept on buying and selling them. This is that hustle gene most people don't have, that ability to connect the dots others can't see or are just not willing to put in the work. Number 4. Errands for neighbors. People are willing to pay for all kinds of things. The thing is, you don't know exactly what for. That's where the entrepreneurial gene kicks in. Going door to door and talking to your neighbors about how you can help them out is yet another incredibly valuable skill that not only will get you paid right now, but will teach you what you need for the future. Pro tip: find things that may need fixing that you would be willing to take care of and then talk to them about it. From painting fences, cutting grass, fixing up a shed. You might be laughing right now, but that's the subtle arrogance in you that you need to control before you can make any real progress. Number 5. Airbnb co-host. Airbnb and short-term rentals have been blowing up in the past 5 years. More and more hosts need help and are willing to pay to get it. If you live in a touristy area, you can easily find work and get paid. Just go to alux.com/Airbnb and sign up. And just to keep things transparent, if you do sign up at Airbnb through our link, you'll get $39 off your first trip, and in return, we get some credit to use as well. Then you can search your area and contact the hosts, offer to be a person who drops off the keys when they're unable, and work your way up. If you're serious about this and use it as a learning ground, it won't be long until you have your own property up and running. That's how you start in real estate these days. At least, that's how we did it. Number 6. Airbnb experiences. If you're over 18, which is technically still teenager territory, you can join Airbnb experiences. Sign up to Airbnb as usual and navigate to experiences. You know your area better than anyone else, and tourists would love to discover it with the help of a local. That's where you come in. If you take this serious, you could leverage the high number of tourists visiting to your advantage, make friends from all over the world, and also get kickbacks from local stores because of the business you're bringing in. There are also other alternatives to Airbnb you could use if for some reason it's not available in your area. Use your Google detective skills to find the best platform for you. Number 7. Tutoring. This is the perfect time to reference one of our favorite quotes from the best Joker we've seen on screen. If you're good at something, never do it for free. You might not be aware of this, but times have drastically changed. Tutors are no longer retired teachers punishing you when you're misbehaving and refusing to study. Now there are tutors for anything that's valuable. If you've got a skill that other people want to learn, they or their parents will gladly pay you to teach them how to do it. You just need to think a bit outside of the traditional box. For example, did you know Fortnite coaches are paid up to $25 an hour to help improve the skills of people embarrassed by their gameplay? Yep, parents are paying tutors for their children not to suck at Fortnite in the US, because other kids make fun of how weak their gameplay is. Get good at whatever the market needs, and then start bringing that money in. Number 8. Photography. There's never been more demand for photographers. We live in the diamond age of narcissism. Instagram is the second thing people open in the morning after their eyes, and everybody wants to put their best side on the platform. If you're a photographer, make your personal IG look epic. Then find other people who want to get a cleaner and more premium feel for their profile. They'll be willing to pay you to snap the pics and help them out. And the better you get, the more money you can charge and select your clientele. Number 9. editing, video, photo, or audio. Let's keep things in the digital realm some more. You're watching this on YouTube. You follow us on Instagram at Alux. You're probably also listening to podcasts all the time. What do you see? People are investing in content left and right. And all this content needs to be trimmed, edited, packaged, managed, and uploaded. As a young person with an understanding of what's happening in this space, you're the perfect fit to jump in and take some of that workload off. Both individuals and companies will gladly pay someone who can improve their performance and optimize their workflow. But Alux, I don't know how to edit anything or take photos or the things you mentioned so far on this list. Then learn. You've got so much time on your hands. Start putting some of it to good use and play around with these tools. In time, you'll start to see progress. Number 10, social media management. Everybody is looking for talented social media managers these days because these are the new rules of the game. But it's not as easy as you think. Just because you've been using Instagram for a while doesn't mean you're ready to do it professionally. When you're managing a company's social accounts, you are the voice of this business and represent it in a social bubble. You need to understand the business, to understand the platform, and be smart in the way you engage with your followers. Read as much as you can about how to be better at this, and then use the knowledge with your clients. Once they start seeing results from your work, you can become valuable to them and can charge more and more money depending on the type of results you can generate. You can do a similar strategy with Facebook and Google Ads. All businesses want more customers, so learn how to generate leads for them and they'll pay you for it. If you've already got some of these skills, there's this amazing website to start. Go to alux.com/Fiverr and list your services there today. You can charge from $5 up to thousands for your services if you know what you're doing and end up on Fiverr Pro. For years, we've been using talent from Fiverr to get everything from editing to writing to merch design done and more. Fiverr has been our little secret for too long, and we decided to reach out and bring them in as a sponsor for this video. That's alux.com/Fiverr with 2 R's. Browse and see what kinds of ideas you can come up with. We've even heard of people who are acting as middlemen between Fiverr talent and bigger clients and pocketing the difference. So even that could be your new side hustle. Number 11, babysitting and pet sitting. This is another one of those perfect gigs for summer, especially if you like kids or animals. You just don't realize how valuable time together is for parents, and a good babysitter is worth a lot of money. The same thing happens when you want to travel and can't take your pet with you. The average babysitter in the US brings in $15.70 per hour plus tips. Watching 2 kids brings in $20 an hour. If you're a professional and smart, you can find customers in more premium areas, and those numbers can easily double. People use pet sitting services when they're away for longer periods of time, so you could charge a weekly or even a monthly fee for it. It's all about supply, demand, and how much do they have to worry about you not doing your job properly. The less stress on parents and owners, the more gigs you'll get. If in the first 2/3 of this piece we showed you how to get paid for your skills, now it's time to show you how you can start building something that could be monetized in the near future. The best part is all of these are free or super cheap to start with. Number 12, build a social media audience. If you've got the skills to manage someone's social media, you know how to leverage technology for someone else's profit, so why not try it out for yourself? Our favorite strategy for newcomers is to build an initial audience. Pick the platform of your choice and keep with it as you grow. The best place to build right now is Instagram. If you can organically grow a community on Instagram, you can monetize it fairly quickly. Instagram's low to no barrier of entry has sprung an entire phenomenon of social media influencers. If you're an Aluxer, you know there are better ways to leverage that position by becoming a mediapreneur. And if this is new to you, click in the top right corner to watch our Trends video from a couple of weeks back. We broke down the entire industry, and it's the most valuable video you'll see on the topic. Number 13. Start a blog. If Instagram is not really your thing, but you're good with writing, start a blog and go from there. Your goal here is consistency. Write a lot. It's not going to grow as quickly as a social profile would, but if you build it right, it'll be way more valuable. Why? Because it's yours. You're not dependent on the rules the platform makes, which can easily change in time and hurt your business. A blog is your personal asset, with millions of ways of monetization if you reach a certain scale. From our personal experience, entrepreneurs who manage to grow a decent blog usually end up evolving it into something else. We turned ours into a full-grown media company. Number 14. Start streaming or a YouTube channel. Speaking of low barriers of entry, YouTube, Twitch, IGTV, and Facebook video. This works incredibly well for people who are natural entertainers and have a skill people are willing to follow. But there's never been a time with more competition in this space than there is today, so there's that. Our recommendation would be to go super specific in your early days and then expand your reach in time. If you start a vlog when you have 0 subscribers or followers, you might find it a bit harder to grow than if you were to make videos talking about something you could help people with because of some relevant knowledge you possess. Number 15. Start a podcast. Everybody's starting podcasts these days because radio is moving over into the age of the internet, finally. You could easily start a podcast today if you wanted, using your iPhone as a recording device. If you've got some money, you could invest in an entry-level microphone. There are tons of recommendations on the internet. Here, the competitive advantage comes from your ability to tell engaging stories that connect with people. In all of these businesses, you can grow organically if your content is good and people share it with their friends. That's how we've grown here at Alux as well. People find our content valuable enough to engage with it time and time again. Because of our analytics, we know most of you are not teenagers. The average Aluxer is closer to 35 years old. So, we wanted to ask, what was your first job ever? How did you earn your first few dollars? Please share your story in the comments so others can understand there's no shame in starting at the bottom and working your way up. We'll be in the comments sharing some of our stories as well, as we usually do. And of course, as a thank you for watching this video until the end, we're sharing an extra way of generating money. Number 16. By promoting Alux.com products. Coming soon. We bet you weren't expecting that one, huh? We've been teasing you with our meditation course for a while now, and we've secretly set up a waiting list to get in at courses.alux.com. As we grow our business, we are looking to add even more premium, actionable content for those of you who are a bit more advanced in your journey and are looking for a specific type of knowledge or tools to better perform in your career and life. Those who do buy the products will have the option to promote them and get a slice of the revenue we generate from their sales. We've postponed the launch of our first course for so long because we had to put together all the technology behind this e-learning side of the business we're developing. This time, instead of writing a specific word in the comments, please go to courses.alux.com and join the waiting list. We'll give everyone on the list a discount code when the course finally goes live as a thank you for being a true Aluxer. Thank you for spending some time with us, Aluxers. Make sure to subscribe so you never miss another video. We also handpicked these videos for you to watch next. As always, the conversation continues on social media. Thanks again, and we can't wait to have you back tomorrow.